Hey guys, Crown Jewel 602, and I'm coming to you guys. Let me pull this down a little bit. There we go. And I'm coming to you guys today with a current favorite brush video. A lot of these brushes are really affordable. So I wanted to just sort of really quickly, because this video could get really long really fast. So I just kind of quickly wanted to go into the brushes that I like. If I have, I'm probably gonna get questions about what I have on my eyes, but it's really just the teal eyeshadow. It's from like an old school throwback Ulta holiday palette. The blue is from an e.l.f. palette, and on my face I am wearing my current favorite all over again is the e.l.f. tinted moisturizer, because my face has been really dry. On my cheeks I've been wearing this L'Oreal Hip cream blush in Enamored. Just looks like that. And then on my lips, I'm wearing something super unexpected and easy. And it's those dollar Hyper Shine glosses I recently just hauled. And this one's in Blossom. This is just a nice pink color. And my lips are pigmented and it still comes out pretty pink, but I just like the glossy effect. Anyway, so getting into my current favorite like brushes, I'll start with face brushes. Now, for foundation or my tinted moisturizer, these are the ones that I use. This is from my Sigma dupe thing. It's supposed to be like the Sigma brushes. They're called 6+. I got them from beautyeasier.com. If you guys, I'll try to remember to link the video, but if I don't, on my channel I have a video showing these. This one's just great because it's duo fiber and it's big, and it's just great to kind of buff in the tinted moisturizer that I use by e.l.f. I used it today. These two I use usually in combination for my foundation whenever I use like my True Match or my Maybelline Fit Me. I use this one to buff it in, or I use this one kind of to apply it, and then I use this Real Techniques. This is a Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. It's just really dense, short one, and I use this one to sort of buff it in, and I'm just kind of a perfectionist when it comes to foundation because I don't like to look like I'm wearing it, so I kind of double up on those. So also, I love this. I got this in the Sedona Lace Vortex set, and it's just a huge fan brush, and I usually use this to highlight, especially when I'm in a rush. When I'm not in a rush, I sometimes use a smaller one, but this one mostly. This one again was from that same collection, and I use this one for my powder. It's just the only powder brush that I own that I really love, so that's what I use that one for. And these three I use for blushes. This one I use for just my normal blushes, like my e.l.f. blushes. I have a few Tarte blushes. This one I use for like my La Femme blushes because they can be really pigmented, and I like to be able to use this to see the color. That's kind of also why I use this one, but not hardly. And then this one I use for blush, even though it's a small stippling brush by e.l.f. I use this for those e.l.f. cream blushes because they're super pigmented, and the tiniest amount will do you, and these are great to just apply to the cheeks and blend out. So those are pretty much my face brushes. A couple other ones. This one is again from that 6+ Sigma dupe collection, and it's just an angled one, and I use this one to set my under eye concealer with powder. And then this one, oh my gosh, this has become my holy grail, super favorite concealer brush. I just cannot get enough of this brush. It's only $3 if you guys haven't tried it. I don't ever see it in Target. I have only seen it on the Eyes Lips Face website. But guys, seriously, you need this in your life if you are looking for something to just make your concealer perfection. I got mine down, and it was a hard concealer journey for me. If you've been following me for a while, you know. So I guess I'll go into just a couple of quick brushes. My liner brushes, these two, this one is again from that collection, and it's just so small and angled, and it's just the best head. This one, sometimes when I want to smudge against the lower lash line, I like the straight one. Sometimes for putting concealer underneath the brows as well. And this one's an Avon holiday collection. Then I have this Sedona Lace small smudger brush. This was in the Vortex collection, and this one is from Coastal Scents, and they actually named this one a brow brush because it is like pretty much like a stiff brush. However, I love it for smudging eyeshadow, or I mean like liner, like black liner to smudge to get a smoky look, or any liner underneath. Used it today to smudge. So there's those. Crease brushes, again, this has become my holy grail super favorite crease brush. I use it to place my transition color every single day. And this is again from that 6 Plus Sigma Dupe collection. And then a big one that I use, before I got this one, I always use my Sonia Kashuk fluffy brush for my transition color. This one's from the Gold Mine set, but they're pretty much all alike from those sets she does, like, you know, every month or 2 months or so, it seems. Okay, so these two are pretty much the same function. They just really blend a little bit above the crease when you're doing, after you have your transition color, and how I have like that sort of purpley color. How I have that sort of purpley color. You know, that's what I use. Brushes like these because they're small, they're dense, and they're really nice, and they work really well. And then this one I got from Target. It was like one of the first brushes I got. See, it just says Crease on it. And it's just a nice blending crease brush. And the application is like a little more precise than something like this, which is larger. Now I'm going to go into my eyeshadow brushes. Let's see. This one is the Coastal Scents. It's just a big, huge, fluffy eyeshadow brush to give you a sort of idea of how big it is. This one's like your standard elf size, so that one's like a lot bigger. And I usually use this one to place my brow highlight and then blend, you know, down. So that's what I use that one for. Standard, just regular elf dollar brush. You can't go wrong with it. It's great for packing on color on the lid. This one is a Face Secrets brush. I got this one at Sally's, and I like it because sometimes when you're just doing one color on the lid, this is really big, and it does it really well. This one came from, it says MAC 214 on it. However, it's a faux MAC. I got it from MAWcosmetics.com a long time ago, before I even knew what I was kind of doing. And I got duped without knowing they were dupes, and this isn't really a MAC brush, so I call it my faux MAC. But I do like it, and it really does pack on color very well. I don't know why I didn't show this one, but they're very comparable. And this one's from that collection, so yeah, love that. Let's see. These two I got from that Coastal Scents. It was like a Coastal Scents 36 pieces where all these came from. And these are just really small, and they're great for detail, like inner corner placement when you want that small pop of color in the inner corner. And so they're pretty much the same. One's just a little smaller, and that's what I use those for. Or sometimes underneath. These are very versatile. Then another Face Secrets brush. This is just my go-to spoolie. It's super stiff, and it has the angle. I don't do my brows that way. I use a pencil. So last two brushes. This one is from the Sonia Kashuk Gold Mine set, and I actually really like this brush for kind of an odd reason. Whenever I do, like, let's say this blue color I have on my outer corner, I didn't use it today, but let's say I want to pack color just in that outer corner and then blend. This brush is just great for sort of packing on color. It's also great when you want a bold over the crease, sort of drawn in all the way across color. It could, because it's really dense and it holds a lot of pigmentation on the brush. So this one is really great, but I just kind of use it differently. And this last one, the name has it just says Shadow. The name has kind of rubbed off of it. This is the Good Karma brush by Urban Decay, and it came with my Naked palette, the original Naked palette. And I actually really like this one for cutting my crease, because look, it's so slim and tiny that when I place the black or whatever color I'm cutting my crease with, and I want to blend upwards, I just use this one, and it just fits perfectly. Also, when I want a super sharp outer V, you guys know, I use this one for that too. Also, this one, I have been wanting this for so long because it's just super great. It's like a little pencil brush, and I actually don't really use this in my crease ever. I actually always use it for my inner corner. I used it today to give me a sort of inner corner look. So those are my current favorite brushes. All of those brushes are like super affordable, guys. Like, there's no reason why. Actually, the Sedona Lace collection is not super affordable. I think when it first, I was like one of the first people that had it. And it was like $79. And but other than that, everything else, if it didn't come from that Vortex set, Yeah, I'm looking down, and everything else is super affordable. So if you have any questions about anything that I purchased, or how more in depth how things work, I just wanted to breeze through this video because it's probably already like what, a million minutes. Oh my goodness. All right, guys, I gotta head to class. So until next time, stay beautiful. Peace, YouTube.